because I refuse to not be first.
Do we do enough? Well, I never shut up about it.
It must have been about 16, 17. We nicked their gilt rings. Right, the bouncers' gilt rings.
This is no good for me. That's the reality. If you want the honest truth, and I see it every day.
This is KUGAN CASSIUS for IFL TV. We are at round 10 boxing club here in Dubai. I'm joined by manager Sam Jones.
We say this every time. How many years have we been doing this now? 8 years? And
I still don't know what you do.
You still don't know what I do. So yeah, just I don't know. Call me whatever you like, KUGAN. It's fine.
It's very hot out there.
Very, very hot.
Massively hot. So yeah, you've come on a team trip, should we say?
A team trip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jamie Moore's here. Chantal Cameron's here.
Warm weather training, KUGAN.
What?
Warm weather training.
Cameron,
Really
Vong.
hot.
I'm just listing who's here. Akib Fiaz,
Yeah.
Jamie Moore, Jack Catterall. Yeah. Have I missed anyone out?
Chantal, did you mention Chantal? Yeah.
How are you? How's life?
Yeah, KUGAN, really good, mate. In a very, very happy place. Yeah, so long may it continue.
A lot going on at the moment. Let's kind of just delve through your team and kind of talk about them. Let's start with obviously Chantal. Got the rematch with Katie Taylor coming up in November. 3-minute rounds. Talk to me.
Yeah, Chantal, I think, tweeted it yesterday about the 3-minute rounds. I mean, listen, women's boxing has proven they can headline cards. Look what Taylor did with Serrano, Chantal against Katie Taylor, Clarissa against Savannah. Why not showcase it over 3 rounds? I mean, especially if both fighters agree to it. I mean, there's no reason why that shouldn't happen. I think it'd make the fight a lot more entertaining as well.
Yeah, the 3-minute round question is always kind of posed
I'm not sure Katie would do it, if I'm honest with you, because Chantal's stamina is the best in female boxing, in my opinion. She's an absolute tank. So over 3-minute rounds, I think that fight could be ended very, very quickly.
So you see this fight being a lot more conclusive, even though obviously it was conclusive as in a decision, but you think it will be more kind of clinical possibly from Chantal?
Yeah, I mean, look, I said always, even now, Katie Taylor is the greatest female fighter of all time. Just of what she's done for boxing, how she carries herself, the greatest. But sometimes you come up against a bit of a kryptonite, and that's what Chantal is. I always believe Chantal would beat her, and I think Chantal doesn't go into this fight thinking she can beat Katie now. She goes into this fight knowing she can beat her. I think, again, too big, too strong, too much everything for her.
Just pick this back up. Jack Catterall, obviously, in camp ahead of his fight with Jorge Linares on the 21st of October. Look, obviously we're not, or you're not rather, kind of overlooking that date, but this question keeps being posed to Hearn about this rematch with Josh Taylor, which is, it's not going away, this, is it?
No, look, Jack has to concentrate on Linares, and I don't like talking about other fights, but I have to because it's my job. Linares, I've known for a long time. He's really banged up for this fight. He knows it's probably his last chance. It's going to be a great fight. I genuinely believe Jack will stop him. I really do believe that. I think he'll be too big, too fresh, and too strong for him on the night. But yeah, the Josh Taylor fight is not going away anywhere. It's the fight everybody wants to see, and it's a fight that I genuinely believe will happen. Obviously, Jack has to do his job against Linares. And look, if everybody wants the fight will happen, won't it? If someone doesn't want the fight won't happen. We're open to it. Jack wants to win world titles, but we appreciate that this sport's, without the fans, it's nothing, and all the fans want to see the rematch. So we're prepared to do it, KUGAN.
But yeah, before talk of that can kind of continue or whatever, yeah, his job fully focused on October 21st.
Yeah, he's fighting a future Hall of Famer, 3-division world champion, somebody with nothing to lose now, and that's that brings danger, in my opinion. I think Linares will come out. I mean, we spoke on an e-press conference yesterday, and Linares was like, "I'm coming to bring a beautiful fight." And I'm like, "You're lying, Jorge. You're not coming to bring a beautiful fight. You're coming to try and knock Jack Catterall out early doors." Because the longer the fight goes, I genuinely believe it all moves into Jack's favour. I think it's going to be an explosive fight.
That is what, 7 weeks away?
6 weeks on Saturday, yeah.
Just going through your stable here. So, debut of Cameron Vong.
Just say Vong.
Vong, easier. Yeah. Pending, yeah?
Yeah, October the 7th, that's the date. The Lee Wood, Josh Warrington undercard. We're just talking to Jamie Moore about opponents there. I think people are going to be a bit shocked on the names we're discussing for his first couple of fights.
This is someone that you were very excited about, obviously signing, and yeah, you've, as you are with all your fighters, he's biggest advocator of his potential. We know what he's done as an amateur, but you believe he can portray that as a professional.
KUGAN, 21 years old, he's probably one of the best natural talents I've ever seen.
Quite some statement.
So people can, what's he talk? Wait and see. Just wait and see.
Akib Fiaz is in the gym as well here. Has he got a date? Because I'm not actually too sure.
He's on Jack's show.
Oh, he's on that Jack's show.
Oh. He's fighting Reece Bellotti for the Commonwealth title, and I think it's a British title eliminator. I'll have to double check. Jamie, is Akib's fight an eliminator for the British title? Final eliminator for the British title. So yeah, and he's looking super sharp. I think Akib's very underrated, and people forget that he's only 23 years old. He's only 23 years old. I think this fight is going to showcase how good he actually is.
We'll look forward to it. Okay, let's talk about some other subjects that are surrounding our wonderful world of boxing.
What are we talking about first? Bomac with the gun, drug testing. What you got for me?
I weren't even going to go down the Bomac route with a gun because,
That's mental, isn't it? It's absolutely fucking mental. I thought to myself, one normal day, Bomac gets arrested in the thing, but no, it's quite serious, isn't it? Like from what I'm looking at, I mean, how the Americans are and how we are is literally chalk and cheese. I mean, it would be very normal for Brian to carry his a concealed weapon in the streets in Nebraska, but I don't know. I really don't know how to. I mean, I hope he gets off, but ultimately, it is against the law. It is against the law, but I don't know. It's a wild one. It really is a wild one.
it's a really bizarre situation, isn't it?
So wild. I mean, when's he here? In the October the 14th or something like. He's here for a while then. I mean, good luck to him. What really do you say, like, other than good luck, I hope it goes well for you?
I do find that whole situation really, like, so many unanswered questions.
Loaded gun with ammunition in the bag. Like, what are you doing, mate? Like, what are you doing? Has someone not told him that, like, this is against... And also, how the fuck did he get it in the country? It's just...
So many unanswered questions.
Bomac was coming to win at all costs.
Okay, let's move on to the much talked about situation of drug testing. I mean, this has gone like full. It has gone wild. So you've got Eddie Hearn coming out the other day and saying that all future shows on Matchroom, every single one, there will be VADA testing. So, and then almost an open invitation to the other promoters to say, well, we're doing this now. What are you doing now?
Yeah.
So, I mean, what do you think about it? There's been a lot of back and forth between Ben Shalom and Frank Warren and also Eddie Hearn.
Well, look, it is pretty wild that a pay-per-view fight, because people don't understand, like, it is very expensive to do, like, if you're doing every fight and every small, even like the smaller shows, it's very expensive. However, a fight of that magnitude, in my opinion, there's no excuses for there not to be additional drug testing. That's my opinion. I'm talking about the Liam Smith beefy fight. The Eubank against Liam Smith fight. I get accused as well, though. Do you know, like when, you're a Matchroom fanboy, and then when Daniel Dubois hit Usyk, I said it looked a fair shot to me. Oh, you're a Frank Warren fanboy. I just say how I feel. Matchroom are doing additional testing, and I think it's fantastic for the sport. How can you criticise a company that's trying to make the sport safer? Yeah, they're fishing out. I mean, the last one was the guy that beat Kawanaki. I mean, you're fishing them out. The bottom line is, it is expensive, and that's what I think that's what it comes down to. Like, it's extra money out of the promoter's pocket. So it's if Matchroom are saying they are going to add, I mean, Jack Catterall against Linares there is VADA testing. I requested it, but I think Matchroom were going to suggest it anyway because they're trying to ramp it up, and I think you can't criticise. But bottom line is, you can't criticise a company, right? Whoever it is, whether it's Boxer or Matchroom or Queensbury, if that company is saying we want to administer more testing to make the sport safer, how can you criticise it?
What do you think about this narrative that gets put out that it's another Matchroom event?
It's thick as
somebody has failed a test for.
Yeah, you're thick. If you it's like they're saying Eddie Hearn's on a BMX doing drop-offs. Do you know what I mean? Like handing over, it's just absolutely wild that they're saying, it's another Matchroom fight. Yes, because they're doing more testing. You're going to get caught. Remember when the government was saying, the more COVID testing we're doing, the more people are going to pop. That's pretty much what it is. This is. The more people that are tested, the more people are going to pop dirty.
Yeah. It is.
It's wild.
Yeah, but you know what it is? It's like I see the same people on social media that are kind of anti-Matchroom or they're whatever, and it's the same. It's almost like, here we go again. It's
Simon
Matchroom.
Jordan, it's just like, mate, stop. We should just UCAD. UCAD. I mean, it's actually funny if they've tested Jack once for this, but UCAD don't test enough. They don't test enough, and who wouldn't want additional testing and all that narrative that the results don't come back? Yeah, but you're fine regardless. For example, Kawanaki now knows the guy who just beat him was on drugs. Yeah, surely you'd want to know. So saying, it's not this, it's pointless, then what are you talking about? If UCAD did a test after, before the night of the fight, the results aren't going to come back. So is that pointless as well? It's stupid, and it's just basically moving the narrative to say they don't want to pay for the additional testing because it is expensive. So I'm not digging at them because it is very, very expensive. I think there needs to be change in the sport. I really do. How? I don't know, because I'm not an Einstein, so I don't know. But I think promoters should all work together to make the sport safer because it's already a dangerous sport.
Yeah, I do think this is an interesting move from Hearn to, like I said, point blank on every single show to pay for VADA testing.
Statement of intent.
It is,
Statement.
and it's interesting to see what the other promoters do, if they do anything that kind of follows suit. If they do that, I don't know.
Well, I think Eddie's kind of flexing his new muscles in this. They're kind of saying, look, we're doing this, so what are you doing about it? And the others are kind of saying, this, and trying to spin. The bottom line is, if they're making the sport safer for fighters, I'm all in.
Another thing Eddie Hearn was talking about the other day was the question needs to be posed to promoters ahead of all shows about whether there is additional testing.
Confidential.
Well, this is what the comment we got from Andy got from Benjamin on the other day, which it could have been pressed on more, granted, but it's going to be interesting because now I think the media will ask the promoters ahead of any fight week, is there VADA testing?
Or additional testing. Yeah. That question should be asked. Promoters should have it kind of stuck on them a little bit about that because, listen, Matchroom have ramped up their testing. Look how many people are getting... And they'll say, it's Matchroom. I mean, Dillian White wasn't a Matchroom fighter. It wasn't a Matchroom fighter. Hellenius isn't a Matchroom fighter. I can't even pronounce the guy's name who got popped the other day. That's not Kussman, who's not Matchroom fighters. Well, not Matchroom fighters. So there you go.
But it would be great if we got to a point.
Baumgartner as well, yeah. Baumgartner as well got popped, but she's apparently releasing a statement or whatever. And listen, good luck to her. I mean, I think it's sad really because she was on a real crest of the wave, wasn't she, Alicia? And I think she's a proper star. So let's see what she comes out, and let's hope there is an explanation for why she has testosterone levels higher than a prime Ultimate Warrior.
Right. Okay, so moving on from there. Tyson Fury and Ngannou is going to creep up on us shortly in the next 6-7 weeks or so. Are you a fan of this or not?
Not really, mate, no. I want to see it. I keep saying this before. Tyson Fury is the best heavyweight in the world. Genuinely believe that. I want to see him fight the second best heavyweight in the world. That's just what I want to say. I don't have any interest. I promise it's no... listen, I love Tyson.
You're friends with Francis Ngannou, aren't you?
I'm friends with him, but I've met him a few times, and Joe sparred him, and so yeah, great guy. And I'm so happy that Ngannou's getting that huge payday. So genuinely, good luck to him. But am I interested in it? No, Kugan. I can't lie. I'm not interested in it at all because it's one-sided. But good luck to them. It's a money grabbing thing. Go and earn your money, guys.
What is your opinion on whether we see AJ and Wilder next? Because just listening to the last few days' comments from Hearn, it just looks like the more likely situation is that Joshua will fight in December against someone else, and then that fight to happen in February or something.
The issue they're going to have is there's always one, isn't there? There's always one. The issue is who does he fight, Kugan? Who does he fight? Unless they take him to America and do a fight out there, but it's like who does he fight? I would love to see the Wilder fight next, but it doesn't sound overly promising unless they're doing they're bluffing, and it's going to be announced next week, which is what I really hope. But I don't know, mate. It's the fight everyone wants to see, isn't it? Because it's been spoken about, and I think people do. Everyone's guilty of it, overcooking fights, and if they're not signed, we just want to see the graphic date. Let's get it on.
Yeah, I think just listening to Hearn over the last few days, it seems like
overly promising, does it?
It doesn't, and when Hearn's putting it out there that there is the possibility of that Joshua could fight in December, I feel like he's kind of letting us know that that's probably what's going to happen.
Anthony Joshua against Andy Ruiz trilogy. We're going to get Tyson Fury rematching Ngannou, and then we're going to get Usyk against Hrgovic.
We might get Usyk and Dubois again if Frank Warren's appeal comes to...
Listen, I've said what I said about the Dubois thing. I think he was very unlucky, but I don't want to see that fight again. I want to see Daniel Dubois operate back at British level, get a few confidence builders, and then he needs to get it right between his ears, Daniel, because it's all a mental thing. I think Daniel Dubois can be a force in every division. I've always said that, but it's all between his ears. That's just what I see and what I've seen after being around him, seeing him box. But yeah, good luck to Daniel Dubois, but no, I hope you don't win the appeal, because I don't want to see that again.
Okay, well listen, Sam Jones, much appreciate your time as always. It's ridiculously hot here. I think it's like 40 something. Yeah, at least 40 degrees here. Good luck in the rest of your camp. Yeah. You're the only non-athlete here, aren't you?
Trying to say,
No, I'm just saying, it's all...
Yeah. No, and you as well.
And me, obviously. Sam Jones, thank you very much for talking to IFL TV, and we'll definitely catch up with you again ahead of, whoever's fighting next for you, yeah.
That's one, Kugan.
What's up, man?
See you soon, mate.
Because I refuse to not be first.
Do we do enough? Well, I never shut up about it.
It must have been about 16, 17. We nicked their guilt rings. Right, the bouncer's guilt ring.
This is no good for me. That's the reality. If you want the honest truth, and I see it every day,